Hi, welcome back to Unit 3 Punctuation. This is Lesson 11, Numbers. You'll find this information in your textbook on pages 107 and 108. Numbers are kind of tricky. They may be written with numerals or words. If you can write a number or fraction in a word or two, spell it out. If not, use numerals. Never begin a sentence with a numeral. You should either write the number as a word or reword the sentence to avoid the issue. All of the other rules for numbers in academic writing depend on the style guide you're using. MLA, used in the humanities, including English, and the Chicago Manual of Style, which generally governs journalism, recommends spelling out all numbers up to 100 and round numbers like 50,000. They recommend using numerals for all the rest. This example illustrates the MLA Chicago way of formatting numbers. In a survey of 200 students, 135 said they spent more than 2 hours each day writing. 200 is a round number and easily spelled out, but 135, not so much. And of course, 2 is less than 100, so it too would be spelled out. APA, used in the social sciences, says to spell out numbers 1 through 9 and use numerals for the rest. 9 40-minute interviews of subjects in 3 categories were conducted for this study. 9 and 3 are spelled out because they're less than 10. 40 is greater, so use the digits. In the sciences, CSE recommends using numerals in almost any situation, except for 1 and 0, to avoid confusing them with the letters L or I and O. Use numerals for all the rest, as shown here. The physician recommended 1 dose of 200 milligrams per day for 8 days, where 1 is spelled out and 8 and 200 are numerals. In most business writing, spell out numbers 1 through 10, as in 10 goals and 11 strategies, but use numerals for the rest. We received 35 applications and identified 5 strong candidates, who we'll interview this week. 35 is greater than 10, 5 is less. For very large numbers that include a fraction or decimal, use a combination of digits and words. One retailer sold more than 4.5 million of its basic t-shirts last year. 4.5 would be awkward to write out, so it's more practical to use numerals. In addition, numerals are generally used in these situations. In an address such as 500 Broadway or 107 175th Street. With dates like December 26, 2012, 632 BCE, and the 1900s. With money in exact amounts, whether that's $3.75 or $375,000 or a deficit of $3.75 trillion. Use numerals with parts of written works like a volume number, chapter, page, act, or scene. You also use numerals with percentages, unless it's the first word of a sentence, then you have to spell it out. Ratios, which can be written with or without the colon, still use numerals. Use numerals for statistics like age or years of service. Times of day are always written as numerals. As are whole numbers with decimals or fractions, regardless of whether it's 66.7, 66 2/3, or 59 1/2. In this lesson about formatting numbers, we learned that the format guide determines the correct way to write numbers. MLA wants words almost all the time. Those are English folks for you. APA uses numerals for numbers 1 through 9, but spells out 10 and above. CSE, the science people, want numbers only, almost exclusively. And business writing generally follows APA except for the number 10. APA spells out 10, but in business writing, use the numerals. Be sure to check Canvas to see if there's a quiz on numbers. Wahoo! This is the end of Unit 3 punctuation. It's time to take the post-study test. You've done all the lessons, so you're ready and you can use your notes. Good luck! I so appreciate you sitting through my videos. Let me know if you need help on the quizzes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Slides Carnival and Unsplash for their help with my slides template.